What up YouTube, it's your boy Anime Specialist. So it was a really good episode, man. I actually really liked it. There was some information about the new character that was kind of introduced in last week's episode, and I kind of like his character, so let's get right to it. So like I said, this episode was really good, and in a way it was a different kind of episode because of everything that happened in it, but we were introduced to a new character that appeared in last week's episode. His name is Henry, which is pretty normal for a Black Clover character, but anyway, man, we were able to see some of his backstory, which was pretty sad. So yeah, man. His backstory is that he has a rare illness, and because of this illness, his parents left him. They kind of abandoned him, which is pretty fucked up. A parent leaving their child because he's gonna die, that's fucked up, man. That's something I couldn't do. I couldn't even think of doing something like that, so man, that's fucked up, leaving your own child, the human that you brought to life. Now you leaving him because he's gonna die. That's messed up, man. But yeah, Henry basically said that his parents left him a few months before Yami became one of the Magic Knight captain, and before he found out about the now known Black Bull's hideout. And he also said that the only way that he was gonna survive is by siphoning other people's magic. And that's when, Yami really decided that this would be his hideout, because by this place being his hideout, he was going to bring other members into his Black Bulls team. And by bringing other members, he was going to be able to, Henry was going to be able to siphon, other members' magic to survive. So that was pretty cool of Yami to do. The reason why we haven't seen Henry since the beginning of the series is because he can't be too close to anybody, because he's siphoning their magic, and if he's too close to anybody, he's gonna siphon a lot of their magic, so that's the reason why we haven't seen him at all. But the thing that was pretty cool is that one of these guys, he can't siphon their magic, and that guy was Asta, so obviously we know that Asta has no magic, so he can be close to Henry. And he went to his room a few times when he found him, so Asta is a great character, man. He's been visiting Henry a lot, and the only reason that he's able to do that is because he has no magic. So that was pretty cool, man. So yeah, because he was able to siphon the other members of the Black Bulls' magic, he got better. He actually was able to walk inside of the hideout. He can't leave the hideout for a reason, though. I don't really know why, but yeah, man, he's getting better, I guess. And something that was kind of funny is that Vanessa and Charmy said that they were seeing a ghost in the hideout, and this ghost basically was Henry, which was pretty funny that they thought he was a ghost because, of his long blue whitish hair. He kind of seemed like a ghost. But yeah, man, that was a pretty funny scene, not scene but passage in the episode. We also learned how the hell the Black Bull's hideout was changing every single day, and that was Henry's magic, which was pretty unique. It's called recombination magic. That's the first time that we've heard of it, but we kind of learned how it really works. And I think it was Gaucher that said that, but it takes a lot of times to learn this magic, because someone has to put a lot of their magic into this specific place or hideout or building to be able to change the way that it looks. And Henry is able to do that. So I guess it took him a lot of time to be able to master this kind of magic, because one, I guess it takes a lot of magic power, and two, changing some things, architecture or something like that. I don't know the word, but it takes a lot of magic, I guess, so that was pretty cool. That is a pretty unique kind of magic. I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty impressive. I didn't think something like that would be possible, in this series, but I guess it is right now. He even changed the hideout into a big ass, bull, a raging black bull. That's what it was called. So it was basically, Gundam Black Bull style, which was pretty cool. Before we talk about the fight, I just want to talk about Yami offering Henry to be part of the Black Bulls. Yami does that a lot to outcasts, like Asta, Vanessa, Magna, and now he did it to Henry. And the thing that I like about it is that Yami offers them a home to be at, to return to. And that's one of the things that I like the most about Yami, because he himself is a outcast, because he's from another country. I don't think he remembers where he's from. I don't remember, but he's from another country, so he's an outcast himself. So him offering other outcasts a home is pretty damn cool, man. I really like that about Yami. Anyway, I never thought I'd see a Gundam fight Black Bull style. That was a pretty cool fight, and I think the way that the Black Bull's hideout was, the Raging Bull, was kind of CGI in a way. I'm not really sure, but I like the way they did it. Sometimes CGI doesn't really look good in anime, but I thought that the Raging Black Bull's hideout looked pretty good. And I think he was fighting Sally, the member of the Eye of the Midnight Sun. I'm not sure if that was her name. I don't remember, but let me know in the comments down below. But anyway, man, it was a pretty cool fight, a giant fight. It wasn't, it isn't my favorite kind of fight, but seeing something like that in Black Clover, I just can't imagine the other things that are gonna come next in the future of the series. It's gonna be kind of cool. Anyhow, because Sally's monster really isn't solid, it's kind of a gel. Henry was at a disadvantage, but the other members of the Black Bulls helped him. First, Gaucher used his mirror magic to replicate multiple Greys, and by doing that, Grey was able to, transform, the gel monster into grass, so that the Raging Black Bulls was gonna be able to fight him and be compatible to fight him. After that, after Grey transformed this monster into grass, I think his name, I don't remember, Gordon, sorry, used his present curse magic on him to, defeat that kind of monster, which was pretty cool, man. Them all working together to fight a monster. It was pretty cool, man. I never thought that Grey would be this useful. I never thought that, because I was thinking like transformation magic, you only transform into other people. I don't know how useful this would be, but her actually being able to transform and materialize, an object into something else, that's really useful, man. I didn't think about that. I know that happened in last week's episode, but before this episode, last week's episode, I never thought that Grey would be this useful. They were able to defeat these members of the Eye of the Midnight Sun, but the reason why they were at the Black Bull's hideout is because of one of the magic stones, because the Eye of the Midnight Sun are collecting the magic stones so that they can become their true self, and they were able to retrieve one of them. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really remember if Asta still had one of those magic stones, so I didn't really know why they were there at the Black Bull's hideout for, but they were really there for the magic stone that Asta found, I think at the beginning of the series. I'm not really sure, but yeah, man, it's kind of crazy that they're only two magic stones from realizing their dreams. We saw Litch for the first time in a while, and I can't wait to see him more and see him fight the Royal Knights or the Magic Knight. I don't know, but he said that he was gonna be the one to retrieve the last two magic stones, and I guess the last two magic stones are with the Magic King, so I guess they're maybe gonna fight. I don't know, but I think it's gonna be interesting, man, because I still think that he's an ally of William, the captain of the Golden Dawn, so that's gonna be interesting. I think that Yami and the Magic King are gonna be heavily involved in what's coming next. So I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next, man. It's gonna be awesome. So my guess is it's gonna be Litch and William versus the Magic King and Yami. So hopefully that happens. If that happens, it's gonna be amazing. But yeah, man, if he said that he's gonna be the one to retrieve the last two, it's because the other guys, the other members of the Eye of the Midnight Sun, have no chance of getting them, you know. So I think they're with the Magic King. But anyway, man, I saw the next week's episode preview, and it seems like Lady Leona, the captain of the Royal Knight and the captain of the Crimson Lion Kings, is gonna fight Rhea, one of the members of the Third Eye, you know, the last member of the Third Eye. I think, if I remember well, his magic is copy magic, so it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, man, I can't wait for next week's episode, because it seems like in the preview the animation and art are amazing, so I can't wait. But yeah, man, let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below, and let me know what you think is gonna happen next. I can't wait for next week's episode, man. It's gonna be awesome. But anyway, man, my bad if this review is all over the place. I really wanted to talk about this week's episode because I thought it was really good, and it's been a week since the last episode of Black Clover. Black Clover is one of the things that I like to talk about the most. One of my favorite anime series so far. So my bad if this review was all over the place, but I do Black Clover reviews every Tuesday, so subscribe for that. I also do other anime related things like Kimetsu no Yaiba, Demon Slayer reviews on Saturdays, One Piece reviews also on Saturdays, and I don't do Attack on Titan reviews on Sundays anymore because the third season is over. It's coming back in 2020 next year. For the final season, so I can't wait for that. I'm gonna be back with Attack on Titan next year. There's also other animes coming to my channel this early July, I think this weekend. The first is Dr. Stone. I'm gonna review this anime weekly. It looks really good. I like the art and animation, so I can't wait to review, you know, this anime. There's also Fire Force that I'm maybe gonna review the first two episodes just to see how good it will be, and by then I'll decide if I will review the rest of the series. And there's also the Wano arc in One Piece starting this Saturday, I think, so it's gonna be amazing. There's a new director for the series. The art and animation are gonna be way better and cleaner, so I can't wait for that. It's gonna be an amazing arc. I've heard a lot about this arc. It's gonna be amazing, so I can't wait for this Saturday. But yeah, man, let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, man, and I'll see you in the next video. Anime Specialist out. Peace.